Okay, so when it comes to social media and what women think of it, they think of it as like this illusion of whatever they can make. They don't think that it's necessarily an illusion, but they think of this is a place of I can create, because obviously social media is catered to how she wants it to be, to look like sort of stuff. So it becomes an illusion, but she's kind of looking at it as in like, well, this is my world, right? So if I post these type of photos and I have a whole bunch of dudes liking it, and then I have a whole bunch of guys in my DMs, then I must mean that I'm so valuable. I must mean that I got nothing to work on. So unfortunately, with this illusion that social media gives to women, they end up thinking too ahead of themselves, and things such as validation gets intensified, things such as attention gets intensified, things such as feeling like she doesn't have to change her ways. Sometimes that's just leading to her feeling like the double standards is okay, because she might think that, okay, well, I can have this guy do all these things, but I don't gotta show up this way. And I really want to make this clear right now. I don't want to have any of y'all think so much of like anything needs to be so structured. Just think more of, if you're dealing with a woman and there's something to work on, but she's making it complicated, what is that? So, you know how we kind of have debates and sometimes there's so much gender war going on? That's not what I'm trying to be on. I want it to be about, if we're realizing so many women have things that they could actually change and stop believing that social media is like, okay, you're good, you're a solid woman for any guy, then she can understand that with the guy that you actually want, when you do find that guy, you do need a change in this specific area that isn't maybe particular to what we generally think of when we think of a woman. You get what I'm saying? Because if we're talking about you fellas and we're gonna label that you gotta be like this, do that, right? Which I'm trying to say it's not fair. But when we're talking about when we're trying to make a relationship actually work out, then it could be certain stuff that you're really good at, certain stuff you can get better at, and certain stuff you're getting better at because of this woman. Maybe it's like just something as simple as talking to her softer. You might talk to her really aggressive. Maybe something as patience. That might not be your strength. There's so many different examples, but I wanted to make this clear because when it comes to social media and how sometimes women are on there, they kind of think of image, right? Because for one, we know that women can look really, really good more on social media than in real life. If you haven't heard it through songs, if you haven't experienced it, this is a true fact. Many men say you look better in, or let's say on your socials. It's rare to hear a man say you look better in person. Not to say it doesn't happen. There's many men that have said that, but what we're just trying to relate to is what's common, right? So if that's the case, most times some women are throwing that out the window, gonna utilize their body. Sometimes it's their face, sometimes it's a lot of cleavage, some explicitness going on, sometimes it's a lot of, let's say, thirst trapping. What's another common one? Y'all names, actually, if it's appropriate, name it down below. And in the meantime, name what's your thoughts on social media. I did this topic because somebody commented actually to talk more about this, which I'm gonna drop a lot more videos. I have different versions that I wanna like talk about and aim at when it comes down to breaking down social media, getting y'all to understand it, and also to understand your perspective on social media. In the meantime too, let me know what y'all think about social media, not only with dating, how it's interfered, which is something I'm going to touch on today, but it's going to be a different topic as well. There's just so much to cover in this topic. So with that being said, what do you think of females and how it boosts them up and makes them think that they have so many options? So I'm gonna break that of what I think in a second, but let me know in the comment section of what you think. And of course, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. And if y'all want to book a consultation to have yourself understand what's going on with your particular case, know how to go about it, and any other areas that I could help you out, I got y'all. Go ahead, book by clicking that link. I've helped out many fellas throughout the years, and over some of these fellas over the years, I've been talking to them for like 5 years plus, but about different women most times. And you know, it's always because I can't help, and I'm always going to be a support. I'm always going to be honest with you and real and keep it honest and be raw, but I'm also going to make sure that you get what you need to understand that you are good if you are good, or you're going the right direction, or let's just go this way and you will be good. So all sorts of stuff in that area. And remember, there's always different options. So if it's not a consultation, I'm sure you will find something else on my website that could definitely help you. And one last thing, Patreon. Oh my goodness, there's so much that is being dropped on Patreon. Only because like there was a period of time, like I think like a week, 2 weeks or something, that I wasn't posting as much when I was sick. And yeah, I'm just really dropping all this content right now because I just filmed them. And so there's so much on content. And also remember, you can watch for free. A lot of these videos that are being dropped on Patreon, you can watch for free. Once you become a member, you also get to join a community. So you'll be a part of that member and more help and all that good stuff. So you can join both Patrons or just join one. More is about women and explicit content. That's what y'all normally want on there. But it could be other stuff too. And then the other is really personal to me. Now, that's out the window. Now I got that out. Let's go back to this topic. I want to go straight onto this because I didn't say in the beginning, but I already said it, and I think it's very important. As I was explaining a second ago or a minute ago, basically, I was talking about how the dating has changed how women view social media. And it's important that I cover this right now because the comment was actually revolving around this, about how it's changed women's, let's say, perception and thinking that they have way more option. And the person that did suggest this, it came from me already talking about this sort of idea of how women view social media and that dating makes it easy. So to my point now, women believe that they do have more options because of social media. What social media has basically done is told women that like there's gonna be simps, there's gonna be guys, no matter what type of guys. Some of them aren't always those types of guys, but there's gonna be always some sort of guy that will want you. It's just clear as day that it's easier for women to get men. It's just clear as day. And I just had like a second of like even realizing how more difficult it already is for men. And that's another topic too. Just ask the questions down below as I bring these videos out that I keep thinking of what I want to talk about. But I want to also bring the videos that you want to see. As now to like how a lot of women have this illusion now figured out that it's an illusion on social media, is that in the real world, when they have these expectations and they have these high standards of like, I want this guy, I can get this guy, it's not hard. Once they start dating these guys that they actually want, it's not that straightforward. It's not that, oh, you can keep them. Oftentimes the guys that they want comes with problems. And I'm talking about guys that do have options, guys that don't just tolerate the things that I've explained in the beginning that she might have not worked on. So if it's just anything falling to like maybe double standards where she's thinking that, okay, I don't have to learn how to do this, or I don't have to cater you in this way. Again, it's not necessarily what her gender needs to know. It's just more about what could be convenient for, let's say, a man that's extremely busy, or a man that specifically, some guys just want a companion or somebody to be hanging around, right? Like some sort of bond, friendship first, maybe, but whatever it is. And I'm not talking about friend zone, but that's a different topic. Now, one last thing, because we are at the end of the video, I want you to also just understand that like those guys in her, under her comments, in her DMs, even if they are her type, there's still problems that come with it. And women do realize this. And it's just more of like the feeling, the likes, all of that just goes to her head and makes it be very much egotistical moments, or moments with an S, moment or moments, because it's happening multiple times. And so that's just what it comes down to. Now, there's so much more to cover, but y'all will see another video of this. The more you tell me you want it, the more I'll bring it. So that's going to be it for this video, but you will see it again. I love y'all. Don't forget about the links. Make sure you're taking care of yourself always, and don't be stressing yourself out over no woman. Okay, I love y'all. Bye, y'all.